Hey guys, Agro Ninja here, and I'm back with some more Enigmatica 8. In this episode, we're going to continue working on finishing up our immersive engineering quest line. We may not quite get all the way done, because there's some pretty big builds left, but we're definitely going to see what we can get done. And of course, we're going to work on refined storage and mechanism, and we may even take a look at finishing up that farming area that I was talking about in the previous episode. And who knows what other randomness we'll get into. But with that, let's go ahead and get started. So I've actually not done a whole lot in between episodes. I did do a little bit of minor resource gathering and storage organization upstairs. Other than that, the only major thing I've done is create a couple more 4K storage drives. So we're going to go ahead and get started on what we want to do first thing, and that is make a few more of these grids right here, which will also complete a few quests. So let's go ahead and run upstairs to our current... Oh, it looks like it's dark outside. Let's sleep real quick. I carry around a bed everywhere I go. Alright, brand new Minecraft day. No mobs. Alright, let's head inside. And now we're going to make a few more of these grids. So we're going to make this storage monitor. And I have everything pre-ready to go here so we can kind of cut down on time a little bit. So that's one quest. And then we're going to do the fluid grid. And I thought I had everything I needed. Oh, we need to make a few more of these grids. So let's make one of those. And then we should be able to make the fluid grid. One more quest. And then finally the one I actually want, which is this crafting. Where is it at? Crafting grid. There we go. And we need one more grid. Oh, I'm missing stuff. See, this is why you don't trust me to do math. I have messed up. So we need, I think, a couple more of these construction cores, which we have right here. And then, well, do we have enough to make the grid? Yes. And then what do we need to make the crafting grid itself? One more of these, which is that. We'll smelt that. Oh, I'd already made it. Try this one more time. All right, 3 quests completed. And if we take a look at our quest book, there's the storage monitor. So we get 4 more storage housings. Oh, nice. And then for this one, we get, oh, that's awesome. We might get into fluid. That is an amazing reward. And let's see what we get from this. So we're barely into the episode and we've already completed 3 quests. So I'm pretty happy with that. As a matter of fact, well, watch this right here. We're going to drop these in with 2 of these. And guess what? Another quest completed. And there's another one of those. So we really didn't lose very much off of that. So I wasn't expecting to get that much knocked out this early, but there we go. And if we also take a look at, I was noticing something earlier. If we go to storage, I believe we can accept this. So there may be some of the stuff we've already done that we'll have to take a look at. Yeah, right here, fluid storage disk. Boom, another quest done. And we've got one of those. We can go outside and get one. And we'll knock that out. But I think there was one other thing I wanted to look at. Don't remember what it was under. Is it automation? Yes. So if we accept this, we have the conveyor belts, which we can go grab those and knock those out. And I thought there was one other thing. Oh, the backpack, which I have on my bag. We just need to make a filter upgrade, which will be easy enough to do. So that's a few more things that I'll do here in just a second. What I want to do now is sort through this inventory and then start setting up these additional grids. And I want to expand our refined storage system. So I want to bring it from downstairs and I want to create an access point in this room potentially and maybe a few other places. So let's get started on that. So we're going to go ahead and install our additional grids here on the wall. We're going to put one here. We're going to put the other one right here where I've got this cable running. And I believe these will connect across. Yeah, see it lit up. So now it's all accessible. And then we'll put the other one right here. And now we have a fluid grid, a regular grid, and a crafting grid. I'm sure I'll play with these some more. But the next thing I want to do is try to get a grid up in our room upstairs. It looks like it's dark again. Let's sleep. Deja vu. Okay. Let's pick up our bed. All right. And I'm not sure. Let's see. This wall right here. Let's try to put it right there. I'm not sure where this goes down here, but let's go find out. Should be somewhere around here somewhere. Oh, that is actually perfect. So let us run a cable up there. I think this is how this works. Does it need to be touching that, or can it just be coming off of this? I am not sure, but we're going to run it up through here and see. All right, let's head back upstairs. Now we should be able to finish this run out. I think I have just like a regular grid right here. This is just to test to see if it works. And I think that's working. Yeah, see, now we have a access point here. And I did discover these covers. I think they're made from, yeah, a piece of iron and the block that you want to use. So let's take iron ingot. Actually, I've got some right here. Iron nugget further. And we should be able to hide this pretty good. So we'll put one there. Put one there. I can't do nothing about that, but you know, it's accessible from this room as well. So now we have a way to access our refined store system in our little room up here. And I think I did grab the advanced filter upgrade. So we can go ahead and finish that off. Get our scavenger's delight. So that has that one. Now let's go grab those conveyor belts. We can finish that one off. And we'll just pop these off. We'll put them back. Oh, that's slow. That's a little quicker. Boom, and now that one's done. There's another quest knocked out. And what was the other one that we were taking a look at? Backpack, conveyor. Let's see here. Was it under automation? No, that's the one we're under. Was it under storage? Oh yes, the mechanism tank. So let's put the conveyors back. Look, my inventory is almost full again. That there, and then that there. So now that's fixed. We'll just check all our ovens while we're over here. That in there. And here's the tank. And that's one more quest. That has to be a new record, and we're nowhere near done for today. So I think what we're going to work on now is take a break from our technical mods so I can think about what we want to do next. Now let's work on extending the weed around and adding our second farm area right here. And then we'll be pretty much done with our farming areas in this side of the base. I'm excited to see what this is going to look like. So I got a little carried away. You may have caught that in the time lapse, but I really wanted to finish this project up. So you can see I created another one of the square farming areas like we have over here, using the cobblestone wall and the lanterns. And I put it on a separate level just to try to continue to break up the world a little bit, put things at different levels. And then this path continues down and runs into our massive wheat field, which runs all the way to the river now and loops around and touches this path, which is where I'm going to stop it. So this took so many seeds. Like, I had a bunch. I went and cleaned out my buddy's inventory, and I harvested what I had twice and still barely got it done. This is a pre-generated bridge. It is broken, but we're going to fix it in the next episode or two and make it look like it's part of our build, and this is kind of coming into our base. And then you can follow the path, and boom, you're in our starter village. And if we run around to the other side, you can see that there's the path over here as well, and the wheat continues and goes all the way down to the water. And I put a little dock here because I wasn't sure what to do here, so I just put a little dock. Kind of makes sense. And another little place you could pretend to stop and be bringing goods into the village here. And I lit both paths up with some lanterns. I think that's a nice touch. But this is pretty much a done project. You're probably like, what are you going to do with all this wheat? Well, I have a plan. And we're going to get to that in the next episode or two. I found a really cool device, and we're going to use it to harvest all this wheat, or at least a good chunk of it. But let's go ahead and head back to the storage room. I want to get all of our storage, or at least as much as we can, moved into our new refined storage system. You guys may have noticed, but we quickly filled up our refined storage system. So I made a couple more drives. This time I made 16K drives, which are the next tier up. So there's 1K, 4K, 16K, and then you can go even higher than that to, I believe, 64K is the next tier up. So it's a multiplier of four. So 1, 4, 16, and then 64. So now we have 48K of total drive space, and we're sitting at 32.9K full. And this is most of our inventory. You saw that I left a few things, but nothing major. What I want to do now is craft a few things. So we're going to take a look at creating another basic energy cube, because we're going to need it to power something that we're about to make. And we need to look at the crafting grid, not the grid. I'm probably going to get rid of that grid. It's really not useful for anything. So we're going to do the basic energy cube. So it looks like we need to make one of these. We need to make 2 more of these tablets. Oh, it's so nice having everything in the same spot. This is going to make crafting so much easier. And now we have another basic energy cube. And the reason we wanted that is because we're going to make this device from Immersive Engineering called the core sample drill. We're going to go ahead and make that. That's going to give us an unlock. And what we're going to do is we're just going to go, I don't have my tool. We'll just pop this off for a second. And we're going to charge this one up real quick. And while that's charging, let's take a look at the quest book. So we'll take those. We're not going to complete this one because while I was building the components to make this core sample, it gave us this because these are based off of the components used to make them and not actually building the device. So we're going to ignore that till we get to that part. But there are a few other things that we have here. We picked up that compressed iron ingot when we were moving storage over. I don't know why this wasn't unlocked before, but we'll go ahead and take it and open that. You know what? We already have that, so we're going to take that. We'll just take all this stuff. Why not? Oh, nope. Can't do that. But now what we're going to do... Oh, look at here. We got a bunch more ores. We'll have to add those to our collection. So is that done charging yet? No, not quite. So what we're going to do now, let's go back to the quest book. What else do we have here? RF tools. Those were the dimensional shards. I knew there was one more thing. Now, as far as this core sample, as soon as our energy cube is done charging, we're going to take it and the core sample, and we can core sample each chunk in Minecraft and see what is available for us to mine with. Give me a second here. With the excavator, which we're going to set up in the next episode. But we're going to go ahead and do a couple of the chunks around a base to see if what we can find. So let's see if that's done charging. It should be. Yep, it's good. Well, that should be more than enough to power this thing for a while. So let's put our main one back. And I noticed that was blinking. Oh, power. That's why. I noticed it was blinking red and I ignored it. But it's because we took away its power. But it should be happy now. Yes, it is. So let's go ahead and head outside. Okay, we're now outside and we're just going to check the chunks down through this row right through here up above our base. So we're going to check here first. You just pop it down on the ground. You power it on any one of the 4 sides. You can see it has power. We're going to right click it and it'll send its little sample down into the ground. And it'll pull up a result here once it's done spinning. We're going to click it and there's nothing. That was a empty chunk. That was anticlimactic. Alright, let's go to the next chunk. And I'm not real sure. So I think, yes, the next chunk should be right. Are we in the next chunk? Let's take a look. Yes, let's try one right here. Will we get something good? Oh, we got coal. So I really want iron. So let's take a moment and look around and see what we can get. This is what I usually do when we find something. So I just pop it down so I know that there's something there and it's something I want. So we're just going to check a few spots here. So I wasn't for sure. I had to go and get my immersive engineering book, but this one, I'm not sure what that one is, but this one up here, this pentallidite, it has iron and nickel and sulfur in it. All things that are very useful. The big thing that I was looking for was iron. I wanted to show you guys the work that goes into just looking for these ores with that sample device. And I got attacked a few times. But we found one. I think these are in the same chunk. The chunk borders are probably a little off from the map, but that's okay. So we're going to set that up in the next episode, and we're going to mine us up a whole bunch of iron and sulfur and nickel. But for now, let's head back to our crafting room, because I want to make one more thing this episode and show you guys how it works. And then we'll probably go ahead and wrap it up. What I would like to craft now is this mining gadget. I saw my buddy using one of these and I was like, man, I have to have one of these. So I was taking a look at it. It looks to be 3 different ones. I'm not sure which one is better. We're just going to go with this Mach 3. I probably should look into this more, but we're going to go ahead and build this one right here. And it ain't that complex. The only thing we don't have is this right here, which uses glass pane, which I thought we had some of. Maybe not. Well, we can make some real quick, so now we do. It still says we don't have one, but that's because it's looking for that specific item. Oh, wait. No, maybe we do need a special type of glass. I would think you would just be able to use glass, but you may have to... It says accepts any type of... Oh, there it is right there. That was weird. I don't know why it wasn't working. Well, we have our mining gadget. And I believe that's a quest as well, if we go take a look. Tools and armor. Oh, it also wants this modification table. Well, that don't look too bad. Let's go ahead and make that as well. We'll look at tables, see if we can find it. Of course, there'd be 2 pages of tables. That's it right there. So we need to make another one of these. And there's one more quest. Man, we have definitely set a record today for quest completions. And we'll look at some of this other stuff later. We're going to charge it up real quick. I think I can throw it in here. Yeah. And we'll let it charge up real quick. It shouldn't take but a moment. While that's charging, I think there's some stuff we're not going to use that we could build just to knock the quests out. Like a mechanism, for example, this heat generator. We are not going to use those at all. So let's go ahead and craft that really quick. We need another tablet. You know what? We'll save that for another time. Our mining gadget is done. So let's go and test this thing out. Oh, it's dark. Let's sleep real quick. Let's go find somewhere we can just drop down into the ground. I think there's a spot right up here. I found a hole. So we should be able to just click. Oh, sweet. It doesn't go into our inventory. I thought it would. Well, it's still cool. And it has a pretty good range on it too, I thought. So I'm going to have to play with this some more and figure it out. But it is pretty cool little gadget. Look at that. Oh. I'm going to have to get my buddy to show me how to use this thing. Because my pick would be faster. but I'm pretty sure I'm using it wrong. Maybe I built the wrong one. I think it has upgrades as well, but it's a pretty cool little tool. But I think with that, we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this episode up. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I feel like we got a lot accomplished. We got our farming area for the most part finished up. We built some cool gadgets. We got moved into our refined storage system, and we completed a ton of quests. If you did enjoy today's episode, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any suggestions or feedback, please leave those in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe. This is AgroNinja, and that's a wrap.